What's up, everyone? This is Kevin Meadows, and this is Invest With Me. Now, I hope you all had an amazing Labor Day weekend. For myself, I know I did. I saw Shang-Chi, and man, that was an amazing movie. For us Marvel fans, we're definitely excited to see what's next to come. All right, everyone, let's take at the first pick from Motley Fools. We have PLUG. Oh, snap. We ain't plugging any drains over here, huh? No? No? All right, let's take a look at PLUG. Now, today it was a little rocky, so if you look at the first day, you're going to see that it did go down a little bit and change, but that was all throughout the board when it came to majority of the stocks today. But if we go through the 5-day, we do see it's going through a little bit of a downtrend. Okay, within the 1 month, we do see that it did hit around 23.89, but you can see that it is going in an uptrend throughout the month itself. So within that 6 months, we are seeing that it is going in a downtrend itself. But according to Motley Fools, they do have high hopes in this stock. Now, it's for you all to just dive in a little bit deeper, take some of the tools that I provide, and then just pull on the trigger when it comes to either buying or just moving on to the next stock. All right, so let's take a look at the year to date. We are seeing that it is in a downtrend right now, especially when we go to the year. You're seeing that it's more in a downtrend right now, but if you look at it in the span of a whole year, you do see it has gone up. So with that, it definitely has some room to grow. But I would say keep an eye out and just make a decision from there. Now, when we look at the recommendations that Yahoo Finance has for PLUG, they do have a mixed results when it comes to the strong buys, buy, and the hold and underperform. So for September, they do have more of a strong buy and buy than they do on the hold and underperform. So another tool that you can just basically use to put that in your belt when it comes to deciding on what you're wanting to do. Let's take a look at another website that can definitely help you out in your decision. Now, the next website that we have that can definitely help is TipRank. TipRank basically gives you an analytical ranking from the professionals that they have on their website. I use this a lot when it comes to my decisions on deciding. So let's take a look and see what TipRank has. Now, TipRank basically has it at a moderate buy, 12 buys, 5 holds, and 1 sell. They have a high of 78, an average of 41.06, and a low of $27. So there's definitely a gap right there when it comes to gains that you can potentially get by diving deep into this stock. But once again, you just have to do your due diligence and just decide on, is this a stock that you're wanting to invest in? All right, now the next website that we're going to look at is FinWiz. They also provide additional information. And they have so many features when it comes into the actual website itself. So for PLUG, they do have a resistance line or support line right here around that 25 mark. So basically, depending on how it is, it can basically either bounce back up or it could basically go down depending on how the stock is moving right now. So I would say keep an eye out on that. If it bounces back up, there's definitely potential for an increase when it comes to that stock. Now let's take a look at Benzinga, a really good website with some excellent news on the financial market. So let's take a look and see what they have. Now, when it comes to the analyst rankings within Benzinga, let's see what they have to say. And so right now, when it comes to their rankings within the firms that are basically deciding the picks for this particular stock, they have it in a mixture right now. For this month, they have it at an outperform of $34. So they see it at a potential growth when it comes to this stock. But when you look at it for the whole year, it definitely shows that there's a little bit of inconsistency with how the firms think of this stock. So some believe in it, some don't. But within the last month or two, you're getting more people basically being a part of this stock. So you have more buys within July, August, and September. So there's definitely some belief in it, but it's still up to you to decide on if this is a stock that you really want to invest in. All right, our next pick comes from Benzinga, and it's TOMZ. Now, I ain't talking about Tomb Raider for you Tomb Raider fans. Does bring me back to some good times. All right, let's take a look at it and see. It was in the green, which basically it beat what today's majority of the stocks was, which was in the red for myself. But people who already had it, they definitely had a good day. Let's take a look at the 5-day. Oh, in the 5 days, it's definitely gone up. So it definitely has some promise right there. So that's a good indication because right now it's more in an uptrend. So definitely something to look into. Let's take a look at the month. All right, with the month, depending on when you got into it, you're either, right there breaking even, or you're seeing really good success with this stock, especially if you got early on within that period of the 17th. Yeah, you're seeing really good gains right there. Within 6 months, you're definitely showing a downtrend. Hopefully no one is within that period. With Benzinga looking into it, they see that it's an uptrend to where you definitely are going to get some success because we do see it at a high within 6 months of $4.74. With Benzinga looking into it, they definitely see that this has some promise because within 6 months it was at a high of $4.74. So with it being at $2.41, there's definitely room to grow right there. So something to look into, but you're going to be the ones to make the final decision. Right now, when it comes to tip ranks, there's no information provided here. So we're going to have to look somewhere else and see what we can get. All right, everyone. Now we're in FinViz. So we see it that within around the middle of August, I would say, it did hit that support line to where it basically bounced back around, I would say, $1.20. And then from there, it basically started to increase. So with that, I would definitely say that it is something to look into because it is in an upward trend. And it did beat that purple line that you see of that resistance where it did break past that marker to where usually you'll have some stocks actually within that marker right there. go back down. So it's showing that it went past it, shows some promise right there. So I would say take a look at it and see what you decide on that particular stock. All right, now we're looking at Benzinga. We're trying to see what the analysts are saying about this particular stock. And right now, they don't really have any information. I looked at a few websites. I couldn't find anything, but if you can, let me know. Send it to me, and I'll take a look at it even further and see. But let's take a look at the next stock and go from there. Our next pick is from entrepreneur.com. Let's take a look at the picks that they have. Starting off their pick, BBIG. Let's dive deep into it now. So within the day, we do see that it was in the green, which is good. Definitely increased a lot over that time. Going close to, I would say, let's see, $12.39. Definitely can get some profit within that. Bravo to any of you all that were already in this stock. So congrats on that. Let's take a look at the 5-day. Now within the 5-day marker, we do see that you're definitely gonna have some success if you were already invested 5 days ago. But let's look at it and see what we can get from it. Right now, we do see it in an uptrend, so that's definitely a good look. Let's go even further within it. 6 months now. All right, within 6 months, it's definitely reaching its highs. So that's definitely good, showing that it's growing over time. And then within the year, it's doing the same thing. Let's take a look at it even further. All right, now we're back in the tip rank. Now, just to let you know, I will have the links in the description of all the websites that I got this information from. All right, when it comes to tip ranks, right now they don't have any information provided for us. So let's take a look at the next website. All right, within FinViz, let's take a look at the charts and see what we get from there. All right, when it comes to FinViz and their chart, it is showing that their trend line, it's beating it. So it's definitely showing that it has potential chances. From there, it's up to you all to basically dive deep on their financials and see if this is going to be a win for you. Let's take a look and see what Benzinga has to show us. When we see the analyst rankings, right now, there's really no information for us. So for you all, you're just going to have to really dive deep into their financials and see if this is a potential chance. If you are wanting me to go even further, please let me know and I'll be able to help you out. Last pick of the day, we have AMC. And I'm not talking about arm muscle circumstance. No, I'm just kidding you all. We're talking about AMC, the big gorillas. You know who you are. Gorilla Nation out there. You're really excited about this stock, AMC. Let's go into it. On the day one, today was a rocky market, so a lot of stocks were basically in the red. Within 5 days, we do see an uptrend. And with this stock, with the trending way it is right now, who knows what the ceiling is going to be for AMC. So within the month, we already see that it's gone up a lot. So it's definitely on that uptrend. So let's take a look a little bit further. Within that 6 month, you already know it's growing. And basically from there, let's just see where the stock goes. But right now, it's definitely showing it's an uptrend. All right, now we're back in the tip ranks. Let's see what they have to say. They do have it at $8.17. So they're seeing this as a moderate sell. 3 holds, 2 sells. They see this at a high of $16, average of, I can even see this. Woo! Oh, right in front of me. Come on now. $8.17 and a low of $1. So they do see this as a potential sell if you do have this current stock. But with the way the trend is going, you don't know what the ceiling is, or you don't even know what the floor is when it comes to this particular stock. So it's going to be really up to you all. The Gorilla Nations out there is living, so they're definitely having their good times on the profits that they're gaining. So let's dive deep even further. All right, from FinViz, we do see that it is on an uptrend right now, with that levels in blue showing that basically it bounced around that $30 mark, and now it's on the uptrend. So there's potential chances around that 60, well, I would say $55 mark. So that's where they see it. But with the trend that it's going now, and a lot of people just gravitating to it, you never know how high or low it can go. So I would say keep an eye out on that particular stock. All right, lastly, with Benzinga and what the analysts are saying. Now, when you look at the firms within the current period, I would even say 3 months, they see this as a downgrade. You only have a handful of firms who are staying within this particular stock, but majority of them are basically seeing this as a downgrade. But it's really up to you all to decide if this is a stock that you all want to go into. We're going to end off today. I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart from the people who did watch and subscribe. It means a lot. So I really appreciate it so much. But for all of y'all that's new watching, I want to say thank you. Like and subscribe, hit the bell button. Hey, come along this journey. It's going to be a fun one. Bye.